mahilig.
And again, Kenny Redfield beating the defense of Terry Saldana, having a heyday in this first quarter as we moved into the second. Back-to-back baskets. Jump shot, two-point shot, yes. Back-to-back baskets. And Santa Lucia now. Look at that. The many moves of Jun Limpot. Hindi pa po na nabibigyan ng rason ng Santa Lucia Realty magbunyi sa kanilang kampanya sa PBA. Subalit sa nakalipas nilang araw, may ngiti pong nabubuo sa labi ng management ng Santa Lucia Realty, and why not? Nagpapakita ng bagong pagsisikap at gilas ang Realtors. At today, masusubukan po ang pagsisikap na yan laban sa ever-dangerous Gordon's Gin sa labanan ng mga leaders dito sa Commissioners Cup. Magandang gabi Pilipinas. Noli Yala po para sa Vintage Sports. Tingnan natin ang team standings at gaano kahalaga itong larong ito. Gordon's Gin and Santa Lucia, the leaders of the Commissioners Cup, fighting it out in our PBA Friday main game. At ako po ay natutuwang makasama ang aking kaibigan na matagal ko na hindi nakakasama sa coverage, si Butch Maniego. Butch, magandang gabi sa iyo.
Magandang gabi din sa iyo, Noli. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat na nanood sa atin dito sa ating continuing coverage ng PBA, coming to you live mula dito sa Araneta Coliseum.
Alam mo itong larong ito, kung ating pagbabasihan lamang yung una nilang laro na pagtatagpo, it went into overtime. But today, ang stakes mas mataas, leadership ang pinagtatalunan.
Tama yan, Noli. Alam mo, nung last time nagtagpo sila, itong Santa Lucia ay naagawan ng panalo, you could say, ng Gordons in the dying seconds of regulation, at yun nga, tuluyan na silang tumupi pagdating sa overtime. And one guy who has been playing big for Gordon's Gin has been Baldavid.
Yes, indeed. Si Baldavid, mga kaibigan, has been the perfect point guard. Bagamat, Butch, hindi siya nagpapasimula para kay Sonny Jaworski.
Alam mo, isa ito sa mga peculiarity ng Philippine basketball. Hindi importante kung sinong starter, importante kung sinong tumatapos ng laro. That's why Baldavid is considered the best X-man. Look at his numbers, 14 points, almost 7 assists per game, and he has not started, as we mentioned, a single game dito sa Commissioners Cup.
Good news and bad news para sa Gordon's Gin, mga kaibigan. Hindi maglalaro. The good news muna, maglalaro po si Noli Locsin ngayong araw na to. The bad news is hindi maglalaro si Vince Season, but obviously ang Gordon's Gin will be prepared coming into this ballgame.
Oh, alam na nila, although kahapon lang nabalita na itong si Vince Season na hindi maglalaro. Tingnan natin kung makaka-adjust sila kagad. Yan ay isang malaking bagay na papanoorin natin as this game goes on.
Alright, pag-uusapan po namin ang Santa Lucia Realty sa aming pagbabalik ni Butch.
Like muscle strain Wednesday, and it progressively got worse, and the doctor just thought it'd be the best thing to sit out for today. I wanted to play, I really wanted to play, but you know, it's part of it, and it's better that he says I sit now than it get worse. So
is it really that bad? Does it, let's say you just walk around, you can feel it?
It's bad enough that I can feel it a little bit when I walk, but I mean, I don't want to exaggerate and say it's, you know, totally terrible. It's an injury. It's a legitimate injury, and from what the doctor said, I think even Coach Jaworski had this a few years ago, and he says it's one of the few injuries that Coach actually took a rest on. So it's a little bit, you know, it's an injury that you can't just totally take lightly. I'm undergoing therapy, and hopefully I'll be back by Tuesday.
Okay, it's just one game. Thank you very much. Let's go back to you, Noli.
Well, yan po ang rason, mga kaibigan, tungkol sa Season story. Butch, I guess specifically, ano magiging epekto ng pagkawala ni Vince ngayong araw na to?
Well, Vince Season is a member of the starting unit para sa Gordon's Gin. Kapag siya'y wala, as is the case tonight, we will expect more playing time para kay JD Gayoso and possibly even Michael Orquillas to see some action as they step up. Alam mo, itong guard position ay one of the strengths of Gordon's Gin dahil very versatile yung kanilang mga players. Ni-expect ba natin? Baka si Coach Sonny Jaworski maglaro na rin dahil kukulangin sila ng gwardiya sa larong ito.
Isa lamang, yung import matchup. Si Hopkins at saka si Kenny Redfield, bagamat magkaibang kanilang estilo ng paglalaro, they're both effective para sa kanilang mga koponan.
Yes, Hopkins is more of the scorer slasher type at kailangan niya yung bola para maging effective. On the other hand, si Kenny Redfield, a little bit of a team player, does everything it takes to win. Maganda yung comparison ng kanilang assist, no? Itong si Redfield averaging almost 7 a game, si Hopkins only 3. Pero pagdating sa turnovers, mas marami pa si Hopkins kaysa kay Redfield. So that really shows you that Redfield takes very good care of the basketball.
Well, mga kaibigan, tama na ang huntahan at aksyon na po ang ating tutunghayan dito sa Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum. Ang ating main game, Gordon's Gin laban sa Santa Lucia sa ilang sandali. Commissioners Cup, Santa Lucia laban sa Gordon's Gin. At muli po magandang gabi sa inyo lahat mga kaibigan. Dating mga kaibigan sa lahat ng dako ng Pilipinas. Noli Yala po kasama si Butch Maniego para sa Vintage Sports continuing coverage ng Commissioners Cup.
Alam mo, Noli, even before this game started, iniisip ko na ano bang pwedeng build up dito sa game na to? And I can go out on a limb and say this could be a preview of the finals kahit na malayo pa yon, because these are two teams that are exhibiting a high degree of consistency sa kanilang laro at maganda yung kanilang ipinamamalas ditong mga huling laban. At papaalala ko sa inyo yan pag nagkatotoo. Pag hindi, kalimutan na lang natin.
Pero tama ka doon, Butch. Malamang it could be a preview at least of the semi-finalists. Ang Gordon's already seated, no? Pasok na sila.
Yeah, these two teams are sure of making it at this point, no? Kahit na meron pa tayong mga 2 linggo na para i-decide talaga kung sino ang tiyak na magbubuo ng 5-team semi-final path.
At ngayon po, tinatawag na ang starting units ng dalawang koponan. Kung inyo pong igang gusto lang malaman ang ibang kasaysayan tungkol dito sa larong ito, ang Gordon's Gin po naghahanap ng kanilang formal entry into the semifinals. At kung sila ay makakakuha nito, it will be their 5th straight since last season. Ang huling beses po na ang Latondenya franchise made it to 5 straight semifinal stints was actually a string of 11 back in the 1985 All-Filipino Second Conference hanggang 1988 reinforced Third Conference. And after that, it was a slump para sa kanila po.
And there's in a slight slump, Noli, but bumalik rin sila noong 1990 because they did go into the finals and they won in 1991. So meron silang naging peak ulit after that na-snap yung kanilang streak of 11. Alam mo, itong string of 11 straight semifinals appearances, ito yung time, Noli, na talagang nag-take off in popularity itong team na ito. This was the team that had the likes of Dondon Ampalayo, Chito Loizaga, Rudy Distrito,
Dante
Gonzalgo. This was the fabled Ginebra team of the late 80s.
Kaya naman talagang sabik na sabik ang mga tao. Yan po ang ating starting units. Nakikita natin na si JV Gayoso nga nagpapasimula para sa Gordon's Gin in place of Vince Tison. At si Noynoy Falcasanto starting out naman para sa Santa Lucia. Butch?
Yes, giving a little bit more size and scoring sa front line ng Santa Lucia. And there's gonna be a lot of matchups na gustong i-exploit ni Coach Chotres dito sa umpisa. And possibility is Falcasantos trying to attack Dodot Jaworski, especially sa opensa ng Santa Lucia.
Alam mo, natatandaan ko yung kanilang unang pagtatagpo, itong dalawang koponan na to, yung mga malalaking mama ni Coach Chotres, si Limpot, si Redfield, kasama na si Vince or si Dennis Espino, got into early foul trouble in that game. At bagamat ika nga they fought sa Gordon's Gin all the way down, medyo tinapos sila sa bandang huli. Good Limpot gets the first offensive rebound, gets the roll, may kasama pang foul. At ang tatawagan ng foul mula sa Gordon's Gin, it will be against 52. Dodot Jaworski Jr. gets his first personal foul.
And to me, Noli, this is one of the best matchups at center dito sa ating liga. June Limpot going up against Marlo Aquino. Limpot and Aquino are very familiar with one another, although malaki yung kanilang gap sa pagpasok sa PBA. Itong si June pumasok noong 1993, si Marlo 1996. They had some memorable battles in the amateur ranks.
Santa Lucia yung isa, Magnolia naman yung isa.
That's right.
PBL. At may offensive foul kaagad na itatawag laban sa Gordon's Gin. It will be against JV Gayoso. So, unang personal foul yan ni Mr. Adrenaline. Yan po yung matchup na sinabanggit ni Butch Maniego. Alam mo, si June Limpot has really found parang panibagong buhay under Coach Chotres. Yung role niya mas na-define and parang meron siyang talagang more aggressiveness ngayon na pinapakita. So take a look at this aggressive move ni Romy De La Rosa.
Yeah, speaking of aggressiveness, si Romy De La Rosa scored 13 points and had 6 rebounds yung kanilang huling laban against Gordon's Gin. So he's looking for another good night ngayong gabi.
At nabutas na ni Tido Horencio ang kanilang basket. getting their first field goal at tatlo po ang abante ng Santa Lucia. Jun Limpot kicks it out. Sabi ni Kenny Redfield, dahan-dahanin natin to. Kenny Redfield did not have a particularly good offensive game sa kanilang halaro. Pero nonetheless, they won that game at siguro yun lang naman ang importante para kay Kenny Redfield.
Oh, nakausap ko siya tungkol dyan before the game and he said he doesn't mind even not scoring as long as his team wins. Yun ang kanyang main objective.
At alam natin yan dahil ito si Kenny Redfield has been in the championship a couple of times for different teams at ngayon para sa Santa Lucia Realty. Samantala, may illegal D na itatawag si referee Ernie De Leon. By the way, ang ating mga referees, De Leon, Tangonan, at si Bartolome.
At ito yung matchup, ito yung pagbabantay ng dalawa. Si Limpot trying to guard Aquino inside.
3-point shot, Jaworski! Unang triple V, and obviously the father likes it.
Mukhang 2 points
shot
lang
lang. Okay.
ang ibinigay dahil nakatapak daw si Dodot sa linya.
So ito po ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty under 10 minutes to play. De La Rosa, strong move once again. At makakakuha siya ng foul mula kay Dodot Jaworski. Pangalawa na yan ni Jaworski.
9 minutes 54 seconds remaining. Nandito pa rin tayo sa ating unang yugto. And I remember that game very well. Santa Lucia seemed to have the game under control, but there was a late steal by Vince Hizon.
Yes.
And look and see the numbers being posted by Romy De La Rosa, close to 10 points a game. And that's a big help. He is the starting big guard para sa Santa Lucia Realty, although that is probably the team's strongest position. That aside from De La Rosa, they can also have Boy Cabahug and Boyet Francisco there. And si Jason Webb, pwede rin lipat sa big guard. So, kind of deep ang Santa Lucia sa position na yun.
Dalawang nakuha ni Romy De La Rosa mula sa free throw line. Maganda yung rubber shoes ni Romy De La Rosa. Bagamat white and green yata. Ano mang uniforme nila? Blue pa yan, pero mukhang green na rin eh. Jump shot sa labas ni Jaworski, wala. Sinagip ni Marlo Aquino. Bumalik kay Jaworski. Pumasok sa loob, nabitawan. The ball is still loose. Jaworski will take a short pass inside to Aquino and a great pass. May kasama pang foul.
And Dodot with a great assist pass kay Marlo Aquino that time. Everybody thought he was gonna shoot. Kahit ako.
Oo, akala ko rin. So si Jaworski nagpapakita dito na he deserves his place in the starting unit. Ito yung napakagandang pass sa Marlo Aquino with the twinner. May kasama pang foul mula kay Romy De La Rosa. And the skyscraper Marlo Aquino ang pupunta sa free throw line.
And you see the numbers posted by Marlo Aquino. Medyo mas mababa compared to his all-Filipino numbers. And this time around, hindi binigyan ng timeout si JV Gayoso. Mukhang na-master na ni JV yung trying to call the timeout in mid-air. Pero that time, nakatalikod yata siya sa referee, so hindi marahil napansin na tumatawag siya.
Alam bang balita dyan, Bud? Sasabay ba ang PBA dun sa rule change ng NBA na hindi ka na pwedeng tumawag kung you're up in the air and breaking the plane?
I see no reason for the PBA not to follow the rule. Mukhang it will...
Mas madali, no?
It will save a lot of second guessing. So, to simplify the game also.
Jaworski from a pass by Gayoso. No. Redfield ang nagdadala ngayon off a rebound. Siya pa rin ang nagdadala. Kenny Redfield stops on a dime. Jump shot. Vintes. Gayoso with the rebound. Alam natin na magpipick up ang action dito, Butch. Alley-oop play. Masyadong malayo. Inilabas ni Marlo Aquino. Jaworski nearly stolen by Kenny Redfield on that dangerous cross-court pass.
3-point lead for Santa Lucia with 8:38 to go. The fans here very excited. We have a full house.
Oh, what a big crowd.
Araneta Coliseum.
The crowd is back, Butch. Talaga namang napakalaki po ng napakadaming tao dito sa loob ng the Big Dome in anticipation of a titanic struggle. Gayoso maigsi ang tira at hinahawakan niya yung kamay niya. Medyo nadulas daw. Ako ginagawa ko dito pagmintis yung aking tira.
Oh, yung naghahanap ka ng dahilan kung bakit. Ano ba? Ano ba diferensya?
Sumunod ka.
Parang may inisip na iba yung kamay ko.
Tatlo po ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty. 8.5 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Jun Limpot, laban kay Marlo Aquino. Sumaksak sa gitna. Palotong tira Mintes. Tapik ni Falca Santos. Napunta kay Jun Reyes. Falca Santos goes baseline. Offensive foul, however, ang itatawag laban kay Noynoy Falca Santos.
That's a good aggressive move by Falco Santos. Kaya lang tinawagan siya ng offensive foul. Let's take a look at that.
Uy. Your call. But you know, if you're a coach, kagaya ni Chot Reyes, obviously magugustuhan mo yung galaw ni Noynoy Falco Santos na take it strong. Maybe next time, ibibigyan ka ng konting benefit of the doubt. Ika nga.
This time around, Gayoso spotting up.
Davey Gayoso picking up a triple V, number 1 for him. Si Gayoso, hindi mo pwedeng pabayaan sa 3-point shot yan. Alam ni Kenny Redfield yan, yet pinabayaan niya. 50% shooter si JV Gayoso. We saw his game nung last time up. Hindi ka lang makabalik doon sa kanilang laban. At ngayon, may foul on that drive ni Kenny Redfield si JV Gayoso. Ang tatanggap na kanyang second personal foul.
7 minutes 34 seconds na lalapit dito sa ating unang yugto kasamang Noli. And ang ating napansin, Santa Lucia trying to send June Limpot to the left side, and they're trying to work on a triangle type offense. And a lot of isolation being placed also on Limpot on the left side kung saan nandun si Marlo Aquino.
Coach, gaano kalaki o gaano kahalaga na gumawa ng punto si Kenny Redfield? Alam natin na he likes to play a team kind of game, pero alam din natin dito sa PBA kailangan gumawa ng puntos ang import.
Well, in this case, no, ang si Kenny Redfield tinatantya na talaga kung anong kailangan ng team niya at any given time. Like in the game in Ozami, sabi niya, Limpot and Espino are having their way inside dahil weekend nga ang inside game ng Pop Cola in that particular state. Sabi ni Redfield, all he had to do was pass the ball inside and get out of the way.
Well, swerte siya at maraming magagaling na player dyan. Samantala, may illegal D na itinawag laban sa Santa Lucia Realty at the 7-minute and 20-second mark ng ating first quarter. Sablay ang tira ni JV Gayoso. So ang ating pong score nananatili sa 11 Santa Lucia, 9 Gordon's Gin.
7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining dito sa first period. And itong offense ng Gordon, syempre nag-adjust sila sa absence ni Vince Fizon only from yesterday. At ito si Gayoso, he gives a different dimension.
Jun Reyes ngayon, umatake ang mga nakaputi. Bounce pass, Kenny Redfield. Pumagit na, ang pasa niya, naagaw ng tuluyan, nakuha ni Hopkins at may foul si Romy De La Rosa. So good aggressive defense mula sa mga nakapula. Second foul laban kay Romy De La Rosa ng Capoocan Leyte. Speaking of Leyte, by the way, happy birthday sa ating kaibigang si Ed Pixon kahapon.
Kayo lang ang nag-golf eh.
Yung ating kaibigang si Ed Pixon ay pushing 32 na.
Oo, mas bata pa sa akin yan eh.
Happy birthday, partner.
Happy birthday, Ed.
And Hopkins on the floor. June Limpot ngayon na may dala. Side-stepping move. Binigay kay Kenny Redfield sa ilalim. Masyado malalim. Oh, huli ka, sabi ni Marlo Aquino. Pero nando si Romy De La Rosa, but nonetheless, a great rejection mula kay Marlo Aquino.
At sabi ni kagad ni June Reyes sa kanyang mga kampi, magsibaba kayo at nag-iisa ako dito.
39, apat po ang abante ng Santa Lucia. Time remaining 6:25. Illegal D. Oh, isolation violation ng offensive team, no?
Dahil nandun sila lahat sa may bandang labas. And what Santa Lucia has done very well so far here in the first period, Nolly, is that they've denied Tyron Hopkins the basketball very well.
Looking at the numbers of Hopkins, wala pang numbers. Samantala si Kenny Redfield has made 2 free throws. Little uproar from this predominantly Gordon's Gin fans. Pero marami rin sa tiga Santa Lucia. Mintis Andrea drive ni Romy De La Rosa. Nearing the 6-minute mark. Harencio forces one through. Yes! At dalawa na lang ang abante ng Santa Lucia. 13-11.
Halfway point na po tayo ng first period. 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go. One thing you can count on Pido Harencio, lagi siyang ready shoot.
Oo. Si Pido Harencio has been playing well. Ang kanyang mga numero has shown it. Total of 6.4 points per game as a starting point guard. Limpot. Hinamon si Aquino. At yun mo makikita yung dribbling ability ni Jun Limpot, Butch.
Parang sinabi niya kay Marlo, sige nga, tingnan ko kung kaya mo kong blankahin.
Oo.
Sabi ni Marlo, mamaya. Abangan mo, abangan kita. Huwag ka mag-alala.
5.5 remaining sa ating first quarter. Apat po ang abante ng Realtors. They have led much of this first quarter. Aquino. At may foul si Jun Limpot.
Napilitang humabot si Jun Limpot after a switch. made inside na si Jun Reyes ang nalipat kay Marlo Aquino. Eh si Jun Reyes wala pa sa balikat ni Marlo Aquino.
Oh. Well, action-packed first quarter. It's still a 4-point game. We'll be back.
A legend on its own. Paddocks, the official jeans of the PBA.
Si Marlo Aquino ang nasa free throw line. Ang ating pong orasan reads 5 minutes and 23 in the first quarter. At si Marlo Aquino kanina nagminti siya ng isa. He's coming off a big game, Butch. Scored 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 shot blocks dun sa laban nila laban sa Pure Foods nung linggo.
We take a look at Nolly Locsin, who had been absent the last 2 games for Gordon's Gin. Actually ran into him earlier today sa Shangri-La.
Mabigat na makabanggayan?
Hindi.
Okay.
But he had lunch with the family there. So I'm sure masarap yung kinain niya kanina.
Oo. Ano ba ang report? Well, alam natin na may kapansanan to. Pero he's ready. It looks like he's ready to play. At kanina nagwa-warm up siya. Although hindi siya kasama sa starting unit.
Well, he should be getting used to coming off the bench now dahil hindi naman siya masyadong kailangan at sa starting unit because Hopkins pretty much plays his role. Although nagsasanayan na rin silang maglaro na magkasama dahil late in the games, kaya dapat asahan natin Locsin being one of the best 5 players of Gordon should be on the floor.
Okay, illegal defense po laban sa Gordon's Gin. Tyron Hopkins ang guilty party, so it'll just be an inbound para sa Santa Lucia Realty. Ang ating pong orasan, less than 5 minutes to play. Ito sa first quarter. Sabi po'y nagagalak na makasama kayo, Pilipinas. Limpot, inaatrasan. Nilabas kay Jun Reyes, Mintis. Aquino isang kamay lamang.
So Espino is in the ballgame now trying to get that offensive rebound.
Pinauta ni Espino.
Si Noynoy Falcasantos, a bit more size now on the front line para Santa Lucia. Gordon's trying to draw an illegal defense violation. Hopkins a bit frustrated now dahil hindi siya makatanggap ng bola sa magandang position, so he took that shot, although he could have waited for a better opportunity.
Oo. Dennis Espino tumira sa labas, off the hands ni Tyron Hopkins. Walang aling, ika nga. Si Dennis Espino, instant offense coming from the bench.
6-point lead now para sa Santa Lucia. So far, yun ang kanilang pinakamalaking abante.
Jaworski, mintis ang kanyang 3-point shot. Espino with his second board. At ngayon, si Jun Reyes ang nagdadala. Siya nagtitimon. Under 4 minutes to play. First quarter. Wala po sa penalty ang dalawang koponahan. Jun Limpot, natapik ni Jaworski. Magandang depensa ni Dodot doon. Napakalaki na itong lineup ni Coach Chot Reyes compared kung ihambing natin dito sa Gordon's Gin, Butch.
That's true. Although Gordon's Gin has a 6'9" player na wala naman sa panig ng Santa Lucia. Interestingly enough, Samang Noli, there are 4 number 1 picks in this game actually. Number 1 overall, Yanlo Aquino, Noli Locsin, Julie Fort, and Dennis Espino.
Oo. Talaga namang namumulaklak na number 1 picks. Samantala, nagpapasimula na umiitin ang kamay ni Pido Harencio. Unang triple B, 7 points para kay Pido Harencio to lead all scorers. At tatapes niya ang abante ng Santa Lucia to 3 points, 17-14 in the 10th of defense sa Gordon's Gin fans. Limpot, nasa gitna. Left and right move. Napunta kay Dennis Espino. Sumaksak. Ang napakalalim. Inilabas kay Jun Reyes. Jump shot from the keyhole. Yes!
Jun Reyes.
Si Jun Reyes, isang dating taga-Alaska, coming into the Santa Lucia fold kasama ng kanyang kapatid na si Chot Reyes, and he's happy to be under his brother. No doubt about that. Ito po si Pido Harencio laban kay Romy De La Rosa. 8 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Pasa niya kay Marlo Aquino. He's still in the long court at tatapit palabas with 5 seconds of shot clock. At ngayon tatawag ng timeout si Chot Reyes. Harencio, Butch.
Yes, din ang kanyang lamangan si Jun Reyes sa play na yun, kaya siya tinawagan ng ating eagle-eyed referee. 5-point lead for Santa Lucia with 2:48 to go. Dito pa rin tayo sa first quarter. Matawag ng play si Jun Reyes. Now we have Limpot and Redfield on the same side of the floor.
Si Limpot tinatauhan ni Dodot Jaworski, and that's an interesting matchup. P-hit ni Limpot, jump shot, muntik na pumasok.
Everything but the 3-point play.
At siya'y pupunta sa free throw line. Dodo Jaworski will pick up his third personal foul.
Alam mo na nakuha ni Limpot yung bola down low at nakita niyang si Dodot ang kanyang bantay ay parang naging platito yung size ng mata niya.
Oo.
At medyo nagmadali siya.
Bansagang nating big deal. And why not? 28.3 million up to the year 2000 ang kanyang kontrata with Santa Lucia Realty. Napakaraming si Gordon Skin na pwedeng 1 out of 2 from the line si Sandro Limpot.
Actually, sa presyo ng real estate yun, isang maliit na pirasong lupa lang yun dito banda sa ano.
Huwag ka lang
mag-ambisyon.
Ambisyoso, no? Malalabing oras po, 2:15. Shot clock reads 8 seconds. Marloquino na double team ng dalawang tore ng Santa Lucia. Uy, tumalsik yung
Kanyang
goggles ni Marloquino.
napatid yata. At meron naman siyang backup.
Yan, nakikita natin, nahawakan. At kagad naman, nandun na kagad yung kapalit. Foul ay tinawag laban kay Dennis Espino. First personal foul ni Espino. At ngayon, si Noli Locsin. Papasok po on the tank for the first time para sa Gordon's Gin. Papalitan niya si Dodot Jaworski.
Nagpahinga rin si Jun Limpot sa panig ng Santa Lucia. Pinasok si Chris Jackson.
Some numbers, Butch.
Turnover story. Gordon has 5. Santa Lucia with 2.
Yun yung sinasabi natin kanina na mahilig ito Santa Lucia to force the turnovers laban sa kanyang mga kampe o kalaban. Mintis ang 3-point shot ni Gayoso. Under 2 minutes to play.
And they also have two very capable ball handlers in Redfield and Reyes. Kasi sabi ko pala na very capable. Nag-turnover si Redfield. Eksakto.
Yan ang isang Waterloo ni Kenny Redfield. Kung ating titingnan ang kanyang mga numero, ang kanyang turnover numbers.
Actually very low.
Almost 3 turnovers per game considering the number of
Times na hawak niya yung bola. At basta maganda yung kanyang assist to turnover ratio, which is actually the index by which point guards are measured. Madali lang naman gawin yun eh. Yung total ng assist divided by total turnovers.
Mahina ako sa math. Samantala, si Pido Horencio hindi po mahina sa math. Patuloy ang kanyang addition ng puntos. 9 points already para kay Pido Horencio. At 4 na lang muli ang abante ng Santa Lucia. 20-16. A minute and 20 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Napakahaba nitong quarter na to.
Bagong play na naman na tinawag that time by Santa Lucia. It winds up with Espino having the ball.
Sumaksak sa gitna and gets a good jump hook. Dennis Espino with 4 points in the game.
Ani mga bante ng Santa Lucia. Less than a minute to go.
Bumaybay ng baseline si Hopkins. Mintes, nabitawan niya ang rebound. Redfield pushing it up. Redfield pa rin. June Reyes. Bust up. Yes! At wala na ang abante ng Realtors. 24-16. Mas maganda ang fluidity yung pinapakita dito ng Santa Lucia, Butch.
And they're within 42 seconds of keeping Tyrone Hopkins scoreless during the entire first period of this game. So malaking bagay yan na hindi nila pinabayaan si Hopkins. Ngayon ang Gordons nakahanap ng paraan para maisali si Hopkins sa kanilang opensa.
3-point shot. Tapos para kay Pido Horencio. And that's the kind of defense that Santa Lucia has shown dito sa first quarter.
At since isang segundo lamang halos ang pagitan ng shot clock at game clock, ay pwede natin isipin at Santa Lucia will take the last shot. At alam ito ni Kenny Redfield.
Kanina nakita natin nakakunot ang noo ni Coach Sonny Jaworski. Balang-abala sa mga nilalaro ng kanyang kupunan. Kenny Redfield nasa long court. 7 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. You see the game clock on your screens. Redfield takes a 3-point shot. No! Rebound ni Will Marong. At ibabato niya. Diyan po nagwawakas ang ating first quarter. A defensive quarter para sa Santa Lucia. They've stopped Byron Hopkins and they've stopped Gordon's Gin. Abante sila ng 8. We'll be back para sa second quarter right after these. Pero yung tirong yun, uncharacteristic dahil sa labas niya binato, no? First 2 points ni Tyrone Hopkins.
Well, Hopkins realizes he has to work on an outside game kahit paano habang nandito siya sa Pilipinas. Dahil hindi siya uunlad kapag sa loob lang siya.
Oo. Mintis ang tira ni Dennis Espino sa dalawang stops na yan ng Gordon's Gin. Sila ngayon ang nagdadala ng bola. Pasa kay Noli Locsin. Laban kay Dennis Espino. He's hemmed in. Gets away!
Oy! Paano nakawala si Noli Locsin?
What a move mula kay Noli Locsin. Halos dalawa-dalawa yung kanyang nalusutan. At 4 na lamang ang abante ng Santa Lucia.
Kaya na, nabuhay na ang Gordon's Gin fans dito sa loob ng Araneta Coliseum.
Yan ang isang bagay na hindi mo, kung ikaw kalaban ng Gordons, ayaw nila yan. 3 seconds to shoot. Good pass inside. At si Jason Webb naman ang bumawi. First 2 points ni Jason Webb. Unang 2 puntos din yan ng Santa Lucia dito sa second quarter.
At a big lineup being used by Gordon's Gin. They have Ong, Locsin, and Aquino on the floor together with Hopkins, who moves to the backcourt. Kasama niya si Baldavid.
The walls of Intramuros, ika nga,
Oo.
napakalapad yan. Locsin goes baseline, na-fake na naman si Chris Jackson, mintis ang tira. Kabahog nakapulot ng loose ball. Jason Webb, siya nagdadala. 6-point lead para sa Santa Lucia Realtors.
Alam mo kung na-shoot ulit ni Locsin yun, baka na-revoke ang membership ni Chris Jackson sa all-defensive team bigla.
Oo. Samantala si Boy Cabahog, yung sinasabi mong Butch na nagpapaulan ng 3-point shot, nakuha niya na yung kanyang una. And another illegal D here. What gives?
Yes, nag-double team sila sa isang taong walang bola.
And what a mammoth crowd we have ngayong gabi on hand to this big match. Kami po ay nagmumula sa Araneta Coliseum dito sa gitna ng Quezon City. Magandang gabi po muli Pilipinas. Para sa Vintage Sports, Noli Yala kasama si Butch Maniego and Coach Sonny Jaworski, giving some pointers kay Tyrone Hopkins. Mintis na naman yung technical free throw ng Gordon's Gin.
So 2 beses na sila nagmintis sa kanilang libreng technical free throws, and first quarter rebounding numbers very much in favor sa Santa Lucia Realty. Ngayon si Hopkins has been moved to the point. Siya ang tumatawag ng play.
Inside pass, good lead pass, pero mintis ang tira ni Wilmer Ong.
Kasi nakita ng Gordons, nandun yung mismatch. Binabantayan ni Boy Cabahog si Ong.
3-point shot! Away! 2 consecutive para kay Boy Cabahog is 2 out of 3 ang kanyang average dito sa Commissioners Cup. Almost 43%.
Alam mo, ang pagbabago kay Boy Cabahog began with the time, sabi ni Coach Chotres, huwag kang mahiyan tumira. Kaya ka nandito sa Santa Lucia para tumira ng 3 points.
Yung iba na yung kumpiyansa, no?
Yes.
Pihit ni Dennis Espino, muntik na masapal. Gets his own miss. Ilalabas niya wisely. Redfield, bumay ng baseline, gets away, uses the right. At si Wilmer Ong kumuha ng rebound, nearly stolen by Kenny Redfield. Hopkins, crossover move. Naharangan ni Espino pero tinawagan ng foul.
That should be there. Tingnan natin itong quickness ni Kenny Redfield.
Muntik na, no?
Oh, lumagpas lang sa kanyang mga binti yung bolang yon, at you can see the alertness of Redfield in that situation. Alam niyang iaabot yung bola sa point guard.
Diba?
Aquino is double team.
Oh. 3-point shot, Hopkins! Parang pana. 5 points in the game para kay Tyrone Hopkins.
Sabi ni Hopkins, ayaw niyo akong pabayaan sa loob. Sa labas naman ako titira. But Santa Lucia should be happy to have him shoot from there.
Oo. Well, ang kanyang average yan, 19% lamang. Samantala, another isolation violation here laban sa Santa Lucia Realty. That's the second time we've seen it in this ballgame. Bihirang tawagin yan.
Oo, pero siguro minsan isang buwan lumalabas bago tinatawag yan. Pero 2 beses na dito sa loob ng first half ng ating laro. Santa Lucia enjoying a 9-point lead with 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go dito sa ating second period.
Ang liit ang tumatawag kay Wilmer Ong. At kaya naman naipasa sa kanya sa loob. May foul na itatawag laban kay Boy Cabahog. That will be number 1 on Cabahog.
Alam ng Gordons nga, tulad ng ating nabanggit na may mismatch doon. As we take a look at Vince Season, he is not playing in this game today. Just in case ngayon nyo lang binuksan ang inyong TV at nailipat ang talapihitan sa ating istasyon.
Bokya pa ang Gordon's Gin.
Sabi ko sana, ayaw nila mag-shoot ng free throw. Wilmer Ong breaks the silence from the foul line para sa Gordons.
Napakalaki ng improvement ni Wilmer Ong, especially nung nawala yung kanilang malaking mama si EJ File. Wilmer Ong has really stepped up this 4th-year player mula sa Cadiz Negros Occidental.
You can see his numbers, 1.4 points a game. Nagminti siya sa pangalawa.
So it's an 8-point lead para sa Santa Lucia Realty. 8 minutes and 10 remaining in the second quarter. Ikot nila.
By the way, speaking of big men, wala rin yata sa lineup ng Gordons ngayon si Terry Saldana, who is out with a fever. So talagang very limited ang options ni Coach Sonny Jaworski as far as big men go. And he's using all of them on the floor at the same time.
May technical foul laban sa Gordon's Gin, illegal D. Talk about big men o kakulangan ng big men. Pati si Maki De Hoya, alam natin, still injured para sa Gordon's Gin. Siya ay nasa ng bangko pero naka-street clothes. Samantala, mintis ang kanyang free throw. Yan po si Boy Cabago of that technical. So ang score na nanatili sa 32-24 at si Dennis Espino binigyan ng pahinga, babalik si Jun Limpot sa lineup ng Santa Lucia.
I-check na natin yung natitirang mga player sa bench ng Gordons. Pinakamatangkad na doon ay si
Dudut. Si Benching.
Actually, baka si Philip Cesar pa pero hindi siya player na.
Samantala si Kenny Redfield goes inside, gets the basket, and it's now a 10-point lead para sa Santa Lucia Realty.
Trying to trap Hopkins.
Offensive foul ang itatawag laban kay Noli Locsin sa crossover move. So itong defense na ipinapakita ng Santa Lucia, Butch, nagpapasimula ng magbigay ng dividendo sa kanila. Talagang hirap na hirap sa opensa ang Gordon's Gin.
Hindi makaset up. Kaya nga, and Redfield against Ong, sabi ni Redfield, mismatch ito, baby.
Oh, absolutely no speed to stop Kenny Redfield. At si Wilmerong tatanggap na naman ng foul. It's a 12-point lead, matching the biggest of the ball game. And watch this move ulit mula kay Kenny Redfield.
Lusot na lusot. Easy layup.
Grace under pressure. At ngayon si Mike Orquillas ang papasok para sa Gordon's Gin. Talagang depleted lineup ni Sonny Jaworski. He's trying to make do kung ano man yung elementong nandyan para sa kanya.
Asahan natin na baka mababad na itong si Marlo Aquino sa larong ito. They're down by 13 points. Although when you're starting to fall behind by a big margin, you can start shifting to a little bit more speed and go with a smaller lineup.
Lakers last in lead para sa Santa Lucia Realty. Pick and roll play. Locsin gets away pero traveling na naman. Back-to-back turnovers laban sa Gordon's Gin. This is killing the momentum para sa kanila makabalik dito, Butch.
At maganda doon nangyari, si Kenny Redfield was very quick para to cover up yung lusot ni Locsin. Kaya napilitan si Locsin palitan yung kanyang footwork at nagkaroon ng traveling violation.
Shot from the outside, over the bakod. Punta po ang bola sa Gordon's Gin. 13 ang abante ng Santa Lucia with 7:11 remaining dito sa ating second quarter.
That's the better half of Kenny Redfield.
Oh, yes.
Talagang tuwan-tuwa siya sa ginagawa ng team.
Bakit hindi? 13 ang abante ng kanyang
Hopkins!
flies in the sky.
Well, that time around, nakalusot si Hopkins ang malinis. Yun ang kanyang first inside basket, cutting the lead of Santa Lucia to 11 with 6:45 to go.
Mr. T getting his first inside incursion. Samantala si Jun Limpot from the outside. Binawi kagad. Balik sa 13. Jun Limpot now has a total of 8.
At ang nabatid nga natin kanina, he's averaging 32 points in the last 2 games of Santa Lucia.
Magandang pasa yan. Eksakto ang paso ni Mr. Peace.
Well, nobody put a body on Michael Orquillas, so mukhang kailangan respetuhin ng konti ng Santa Lucia itong si Michael Orquillas because he has good scoring touch.
Jason Webb napitawan. Nakapulot ni Baldavid. He's gonna push it up. Laban kay Boy Cabao. Nalampasan niya. Tuloy-tuloy sumot. Baldavid ginamit pa kaliwa. Mintes. Kenny Redfield picks up the rebound. Nasa likod si Baldavid. Muntik na magawan. Ang daming iniwasan. Offensive foul ang tawag kay Kenny Redfield.
Dahil sa dami ng pumaligid sa kanya, sabi ni Redfield, mukhang kailangan ko nang gamitin ang aking mga kamay.
That's a score. May timeout po tayo.
46.
Nagtatangkang bumalik ang Gordon's Gin at nagawa yan ni Michael Orquillas via 2-point shot. And the lead has been sliced somewhat. Siyam na putos po ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty.
From a high of 13 points.
5.5 remaining, second quarter. Boy Cabao off a pick, jump shot. Ang bilis ng release ni Boy Cabao.
At nahuli si Michael Orquillas, who is not really known as a good defensive stopper. So gusto ni Coach Shot Reyes yung matchup na yan, yung Cabahog against Orquillas.
Oh. 8 points para kay Boy Cabahog. Lahat po nakuha niya dito sa second quarter. Hopkins, inside pass. Marlo Aquino, bounce pass na anticipate ni Jason Webb. And his pass goes over the center line. Kaya po magkakaroon ng backing violation laban sa Gordon's Gin. Uy, ang ating mga suki, si Mayor Marlu Zuniga, mga kaibigan ng Orani, Bataan. Pinabati natin lahat ng mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Orani, Bataan at sa ratig ng mga popo. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat dito mula sa Big Dome.
Aba, nakahanap ng tukayo si Marlo.
Oo nga.
Very unusual na nga yung kanyang name eh. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Nakatingin kagad si Redfield.
Floater of a shot. Mintis, tapik ni Hopkins. Napunta kay Locsin. Ang taas ng lipad ni Noli Locsin. For his weight, grabe ang elevation ito si Noli Locsin. Hopkins in the middle, turns around. Redfield picks up the loose ball. Laban lamang kay Oquilias. Cabahog. Binalik kay Jason Webb. Patungo kay Redfield. Masyado malakas. At ang bola napunta kay Hopkins. He's pushing it up.
Wasted opportunity para sa Santa Lucia. It's
Oh, what a pass! What a pass!
and a 4-point swing. Hopkins, good hustle.
Locks in. Laban kay Redfield. Offensive foul. Laban kay Kenny Redfield.
Frustration foul on the part of Redfield, failing to convert kanina.
Grabe ang aksyon dito sa first half, mga kaibigan. First look at this pass. No look pass inside. Hopkins, dipsy-do move. Sumakay ka pa. And then on the other side, defensive stop naman, yung kaliwang kamay. Hindi pwede yan, sabi ni Noli Locsin.
So Santa Lucia has to settle down. They're still up by 9 points. Pero Gordon's is already making a run.
Aquino sa gitna, off to the left.
And should be a good decision for them to try and slow down the game because Gordon's can build on the momentum. Alam mo, ito nagbabantayan dating magkakampi ito. Si Val David saka si Jason Webb.
Tangkang umagaw si Val David at siya'y tatawagan ng foul. At ngayon si Dennis Espina will check in para kay Kenny Redfield. Medyo bibigyan yata ng konting pagpapalamig itong si Kenny Redfield ni Chot Reyes.
Pagbubukas muna siya ng bintana.
Wala kasing aircon na malapit din.
Siyang pa rin ang abante ng Santa Lucia with 3:32 remaining dito sa second period. Yung Twin Towers ng Santa Lucia on the floor now. Espino and Limpot.
They kick it out. Jump shot ni Webb. Makes it. Rebound na po ni Michael Orquilias. 3 and 20.
Orquilias making his presence felt sa larong ito. Kailangan ng kanyang tulong dahil nga wala si Vince Season sa laban.
Ang ganda naman ng cross-court move or crossover move. Nandun si Marlo Aquino for the tip-in. And the lead has been sliced to 7. Marlo Aquino ngayon, meron na po ang kabuuang 4 na puntos. Unang 2 puntos lamang dito sa second quarter. Uy. Ang tanong dito, Butch, kung ang Santa Lucia can weather the storm na wala si Kenny Redfield.
Well, kaya naman nila yan kahit sanay sila na wala si Redfield and kapag umi-score si Boy Cabahog tulad ng ganyan, he already has 10 points all scored in the second period, ay hindi na masyadong mararamdaman ang absence ni Redfield. And Redfield talaga kailangan niyang lumamig ng konti para siya maging effective muli sa labang ito.
Grabe ang score, ang shooting percentage ni Boy Cabahog. Hopkins, hinaman ng depensa. Mintis, Limpot next off with a rebound. Si Jason Webb ang nagdadala ngayon. 2 and 17. Jason Webb. Dennis Espino. Dalawang fake, inilabas. Jun Limpot, bumaybay ng baseline. Goes closer to the basket. Ang ganda ng patience.
Yan ang problema ng Gordons. Meron sila Aquino panapat kay Espino, may Aquino silang panapat kay Limpot. Pero isa lang siya, dalawa ito. Kailangan subaybayan.
Double body. Balik sa 11 ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty. 3-point shot, Hopkins.
Yun lang ang problema kapag na-inlove si Hopkins sa tira sa labas. Pero wala siyang magagawa. He cannot go inside effectively. Traveling violation called on Limpot.
Santa Lucia continues to lead. 11 po ang kanilang abante. May timeout tayo.
Club Roman jeans and shirts. Club Roman.
Dahan-dahan na po nauubos ang ating oras dito sa first half. It's been an exciting first half. Hopkins gets away. At si Romy De La Rosa nakakuha ng rebound.
De La Rosa is back in the ball game para kay Chris Jackson sa panig ng Santa Lucia. And si Jun Limpot, walang humpay ang kanyang pag-iinit mula sa all portions of the court.
12 points in the game para kay Limpot. Basketball count para kay Tyrone Hopkins.
At mo nagkakaroon ng kulay si Hopkins at si Boy Cabahog.
Si Jun Reyes yung tinawagan ng foul. Incident, si Commissioner Jun Bernardino and Deputy Speaker Raul Daza. Again, isa sa mga kaibigan ng PBA enjoying this. Sino ba hindi mag-enjoy dito sa game na to? Grabe pong action na nakikita natin.
At yun nga, medyo nagkakaroon pa ng konting hindi pagkakaintindihan. At hindi naman sa ini-encourage natin ito. Pero nakakadagdag yan sa kulay.
Pangkiliti, ano?
Oo, pangkiliti nga naman yan.
Still an 11-point lead para po sa Santa Lucia Realty. They have dominated this first half laban sa Gordon's Gin. And Gordon's Gin depleted as they are. Nakakawan si Dennis Espino. Bal David, nalusutan si Jun Reyes. Tuloy-tuloy laban kay Limpot. Dalawa-dalawa yung nagagawa. Nandun si Noli Locsin for the putback. And the lead has been sliced once again to a single-digit lead. 9-point lead para sa Santa Lucia.
Sinasabihan ni Coach Tres, yung referee, kung ano yung kanyang naiisip tungkol doon sa huling nangyari sa kanilang opensa. One thing for sure, si Espino medyo nahihirapan mag-set up na kanyang logo balls game. Hindi nagkaintindihan si Limpor at si Cabahog. Although parang Bisaya ang salita nila.
Yun lang, di sila nagsalita eh.
Oo.
Only that much time remaining sa second quarter. Nagaw naman. Nabawi ni Boy Cabahog yung kanyang bubu. Behind the back move. Traveling. Masyadong fancy boy.
Actually, nakikita ko na iniisip niya Cabahog eh. Nagdi-dribble pa lang siya. Ando si Lucia. Iniisip niya, paano ako lulusot dito?
Ngayon si Kenny Redfield with only 20 seconds remaining. Babalik po sa laro. At mukhang, ewan ko kung bakit ibinalik. Siguro pampainit ng konti before we wind down. Pero delikado at baka makakuha pa ng foul ito. He already has 2 personal fouls. Orquilla sa kanto, tumira, sablay. Tapik, napunta kay Jun Limpot. Pupunta kay Kenny Redfield. Jun Reyes looking up at the clock. It reads 1 second. He goes all the way. Limpis. Let's see if that will count.
Very interesting. Tingnan natin kung itatawag nila.
They will consult. As we take a look at the numbers posted by Boy Cabahog, it will not count. No basket. Pero lamang pa rin po ang Santa Lucia by a big margin, 9 points behind at 10 points ni Boy Cabahog. At sa ating halftime report ng ating Adidas.
For point guard, we have in the lead si David. That's Val David with 1,115 votes, followed by Sasuman and Webb. Pag tinignan po natin yung off guard, lamang naman po dyan si Carriazo, 923 votes. In second place, we have Elmer Lago. Looking at the forward slot, we have Duremdes leading the lead. Oh, napakalayo niya, 1,471 votes, followed by Edmund Reyes and rookie Nick Velasco. The center slot will be manned most probably by Aquino, who is leading with 1,345 votes, followed closely by Andy Siegel. Ang coach po para sa RSJ, lamang na lamang po ngayon si Eric Altamirano with 1,000 plus votes, and Norman Black taking up second spot with 700. Right now, why don't we take a look at the veterans portion. Yung mga veterano po, tingnan po natin. Sa point guard, lamang po si Dindo Pumaren with 722 votes, followed closely by Johnny Abarientos of Alaska. Off guard position, we have Hison leading by a very slim margin, only 4 votes. In second place, we have Bong Ravena. Nakasulat po dyan Racela, pero that's Bong Ravena, 698, and Bong Alvarez. The forward position, we have Alvin Patrimonio, the captain of the Pure Foods team with 1,114 votes, followed by Locsin and Evangelista. And in the center slot, nakikita po natin na lamang po si Jericho Dinera with 1,155 votes. And makikita po natin yung mga remainders. Tapos yung coach, the coaches there you see on your screens, yun po yung as of today, yun po yung mga votes na nakikita po natin dito. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. That has been the Adidas Halftime Report. Keep sending in those votes kasi kailangan pumunta po kayo dito, bumoto po kayo para sa mga favorite players. Root Sophomore Juniors and the veterans will square off on July 27. That's going to be the All-Star Game. This has been the Adidas Halftime Report, and I'm Anthony Suntay. Thank you very much for joining me.
Double-headed flat, pangalawa na ito para kay Isaiah Morris.
Gilby's choice play number 3, ang pagbura ni the flying tank Noli Locsin sa tira ni Nelson Asaitono.
Asaitono! Saan kaya naman pumunta? That time sa sabi ni Noli, sawang-sawa na akong tinatandaan mo na lang ako.
Gilby's choice play number 2. Sabayan si Tyrone Hopping Hopkins sa kanyang palipan.
To them. Bounce pass. What a pass! And what a slam from Tyrone Hopkins. If there's a Stockton and Malone, there's a David and Hopkins.
There we go.
What a pass. Up and away.
Ating bababatid na eto ngayon yung ating play.
Unahin natin yung play natin.
Oo. Nolly Loxin, nandito, fast break opportunity para sa Gordons. Nahinto dahil mabilis nakababa ang 5 miyembro ng Santa Lucia. So anong gagawin? Isa lang ang lulusutan ni Nolly Loxin dito sa baseline at yan nga ang kanyang kinuhang path towards the basket. So a stretch layup, spectacular play mula kay the tank, Nolly Loxin.
One of the shining moments para sa Gordon's Gin. At right now, handa na po tayo magpasimula. We take a look at the leading scorers. Double digits na si Limpot at si Cabahog. Kenny Redfield almost there. Hopkins with 11 points, trying to carry the scoring cudgels. Pero wala si Marlo Aquino, wala si Noli Locsin sa top scorers.
And all of the points of Hopkins came during the second period. So nung first quarter, Santa Lucia was successful in shutting out itong si Tyrone Hopkins, si Mr. T. Ika nga.
Si Marlo Aquino, 4 na puntos lamang. Malayo ang kanyang production sa kanyang counterpart na si June Limpo. Muli po, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat mga kaibigan. Mula po sa Big Dome, the Arenado Coliseum. Ito po ang elimination round. We're about winding down the elimination round ng Commissioners Cup. At kaya naman napakahalaga ng bawat larong lalaroin na dito sa down the stretch ng eliminations. June Limpot. And there's going to be a loose ball foul dito sa unang piece of action. Wilmer Ong will pick up the foul. Number 2, laban kay Wilmer Ong.
Wilmer Ong is on the floor para magbigay ng konting tulong pa sa pagdepensa sa malalaking tao ng Santa Lucia. You see Aquino picking up Espino, so Ong has the job of taking on itong si June Limpot. Cabahog had a great second period.
Oh yes, lahat ng puntos niya nakuha sa second period. Shot 4 out of 6 in that quarter. Samantala, June Reyes, sablay ang kanyang unang tira. Still a 9-point lead here. Wilmer Ong, alley-oop, not there. Redfield, cross move, pinalaki Kenny Redfield from Boy Cabahog. Very unselfish play mula kay Boy Cabahog. Hopkins losing the leather.
Good hustle on the part of June Reyes.
Alam mo dun mahina si Hopkins yung dribble, ano, Butch?
Yes, yun yung kanyang weak point sa kanyang game. And that is why mukhang ito si Hopkins is destined for an overseas career. Itong Gordons masyadong nagmamadali lang. Haba pa naman ang oras. 10 minutes and 55 seconds remaining dito sa ating third period.
Ang Gordon's Gin averages 18 turnovers kada laro. Santa Lucia is one of the best in taking care of that basketball with only an average of 13.8 turnovers. Jun Limpot, inside play. Mintes gets the rebound above Wilmer Ong. Almost gets the roll. At grabe ang nilalaro ngayon ni Big Deal.
Well, Jun Limpot likes his matchup against Wilmer Ong.
Si Pido Harencio ang tinawagan ng foul.
For trying to help out.
At si Jun Limpot babalik sa free throw line.
Well, one thing also hurting some Gordons in the first half, they only shot 1 out of 8 from the free throw line, while Santa Lucia was 7 of 9. Benny Cheng papasok for the first time in this game, lalabas si Wilmer Ong. So this is going to be pose some problems for us at Gordons. Who's going to take on Limpot? If they move Hopkins to Limpot, that means Cheng will have to move and guard Kenny Redfield. So may mga
Problema talaga.
problema.
Pagka kulang ka ng tao Para si Coach Sonny Jaworski patuloy ang balasa pero hindi pa siya nakakakuha ng magandang kombinasyon.
On the flip side of that, baka iniisip rin ni Coach Sonny that he can increase the speed of the game with the entry of Benny Cheng, who is a lot quicker than Wilmer Ong.
Triple V para Pido Harencio. Pangalawa yan. At muling naipababa ang kanilang hinahabol na lamang ng Santa Lucia 51-41 with 10 and 13 remaining dito sa ating third quarter.
Alam mo, Noli, isa sa mga solusyon para wala ng rebound, i-shoot mo na yung bola.
Maganda solusyon yun. Limpot nasa gitna. Another foul will be called. This time it will be against Benny Cheng. Unang personal foul. Kapapasok pa lamang. Kagad inatake itong malamig na si Benny Cheng.
Isa sa mga favorite tactic yan ng mga coaches kapag bagong salta sa sahig at wala pang kapawis-bawis sa katawan ay atakihin mo kagad.
Oo. Si Jun Limpot actually was third in scoring ng All-Filipino Cup At siya 8th pagdating sa rebounding. He was practically in a lot of the departments. Ika nga pagdating sa mga leaders. So take a look at Val David.
Actually, one of the better free throw shooters at 86% ng All-Filipino. And you can see his numbers right now in this game, 5 out of 6.
Yan ang scoring champion ng PBA back in 1994. He averaged 22 points per game in his second year. Rookie of the Year back in 1993. At 12 po ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty.
And Jun Limpot, I believe, is an MVP waiting to happen in this league.
Talaga. Strong move mula kay Tyrone Hopkins. Mr. T will go to the line for a possible 3-point play. At may kasamang foul yan. Laban kay Kenny Redfield. Pangatlo na yan ni Redfield.
Yan, isang malaking factor rin yan. If they can get Redfield into foul trouble.
Siguro nabulungan ito si Tyrone Hopkins. Walang gagawa ng puntos dito. Kokonte, wala si Vincison. You've got to be a little more aggressive pagdating sa opensa natin. Samantala, pumito ang referee after that 3-point play conversion. It will be a 30-second timeout para sa Santa Lucia Realty. Si Jun Limpot medyo nagmamadali. Iika-ikang uupo yan. Hindi natin alam kung meron siyang dinadamdam na kapansanan.
Mukhang may tinamaan siya sa medyo maselang bahagi.
Sa mata.
Oo. Sa tiyan. Sa akin, maselang bahagi yung tiyan. Ewan ko sa inyo.
Kaya ang ating score, 53-44, 9-point lead.
Well, Santa Lucia has repelled itong mga rallies na ini-stage ng Gordons up to this point of the game. 9:53 remaining. This is the third period. At lalabas na si Jun Limpot. Papasok si Romy De La Rosa.
Yan ang kanyang iniinda, partner.
Sa bandang left hand.
Oo.
Hindi yan ang kanyang shooting hand, pero somehow makaka-apekto yan sa kanyang laro.
So it's a 9-point lead, mga kaibigan, dito sa third quarter. 9:45 ang nalalapit sa ating laro dito sa third.
And people here at the Araneta Coliseum making a lot of noise. Romy De La Rosa with a 3.
Alam mo, Santa Lucia, although kanilang shooting sa 3-point range, maganda ngayong araw na po. They're not really one of the better shooting 3-point shooting teams. Pero ngayong araw na to, they've been very, very consistent. Tatapik palabas, mananatili ang bola sa panig ng Gordon's Gin.
Siguro nagpasalamat si Benny Ching. Ay, salamat, mauupo muna si Jun Limpot. Si De La Rosa, medyo kaya ko yung size, pero tinirahan kagad siya ng tres ni Romy.
Ngayon, so babawiin kaya. 3-point shot, in and out. Rebound, natapik, napunta kay Dennis Espino.
4-on-2 break para sa Santa Lucia.
Ang niliit na nakalaban. Boy Cabal from the outside. Bang!
Good decision by Kenny Redfield to go outside kay Boy Cabahog instead of driving the lane. Pangatlong triple V connection ni Boy Cabahog sa larong ito. 15, biggest lead of the game para sa Santa Lucia.
13 puntos si Boy Cabahog. At muling nagbibigay na naman ng puntos si Boy from the bench. Samantala si Tyrone Hopkins. Kaisa-isa, Butch, na gumagawa ng puntos para sa Gordons.
As I was gonna say, Nolly, he cannot do it alone. Hindi pwedeng siya lamang ang gumawa para sa Gordons. Kailangan tulungan siya ng mga kanyang mga kampi. And that's gonna be a big call. That's gonna be number 4 on Redfield.
One of the chinks in his armor, yung propensity ni Kenny Redfield also to commit some fouls. Shot Reyes cannot believe it.
And there's still a long way to go sa third quarter. 8.5 minutes, Nolly.
Considering na si Jun Limpot nakaupo dahil may kapansanan, palaisipan yan para kay Shot Reyes at the moment.
Yes, he can survive without Redfield for a while. Alam na kung nandiyan si Limpot at si Espino.
Inside play.
And Redfield is still continuing to defend as if he did not have any fouls to worry about. 4-on-3 break. Cabahog again.
Mahina lang ng konti, but good line. 13-point lead. Hopkins, one-on-one move. Floater off the glass.
At inatrosyan siya ni Redfield. At alam ni Hopkins na 4 ang foul ni Redfield. That's why pwede niyang atakihin ito.
18 puntos para kay Tyrone Hopkins.
Coach Shot Reyes is not making any move to replace Redfield.
Nearly stolen by Gayoso. Redfield sumaksak sa loob. Kanan, Mintis. Aquino with the rebound. Here come the red shirts.
If Gordon is able to score, maybe Santa Lucia should call up for a timeout.
Benny Cheng, mahirap na tira. Pinilit laban kay Dennis Espino.
But the defense of Santa Lucia has been holding.
Good pass. Bounce pass. Boy Cabahog scoring on the other end. 15 points para kay Boy Cabahog, Butch. What a game. Arencio, nasa baseline. Foul. Rejected by Dennis Espino. And Chot Reyes continues to make his team play defense.
Dalawang different generation ng Goldies ang nagharap sa play na yun.
At may timeout po tayo. Ang Gordon's Gin dito sa larong ito. They're down by 13. No longer. 10 points na lamang with a 3-point shot mula kay JV Gayoso. Pangalawa na yan, triple V ni Gayoso.
And that's a big shot for Gordon's Gin, which is starting to fall behind again.
And in Redfield, naglalaro na merong 4 na personal fouls. Jun Reyes ang nagsitimon. They swing it over. De La Rosa. 4 seconds to shoot. Inside. Espino, nabitawan. Mauubusan ng oras. And the shot clock will expire.
Ika nga sa ating PBA radio coverage na 24han.
Oo. Which is quite appropriate. Parang napendungan.
Oo.
Sa pagkakataon ng Gordon's Gin, makalapit pa. Kanina pa silang talagang trying to break that 9-point barrier.
Oh, hindi sila makalagpas-lagpas doon. Tatangkain nila muli. They're trying to go low post now kay Marlo Aquino na talagang tahimik sa larong ito. Benny Chang, the former King Cardinal.
Yes. Unang 2 puntos ni Benny Chang na pumasok lamang dito sa third quarter, and he has chopped down that lead to 8 points. Half a quarter gone by. Third quarter action. Redfield, kinaliwa, Mintis. Locks in. Siya na rin nagdala. Laban kay Jun Reyes.
And Gordon's now making their run. They've scored the last 5 points sa larong ito. Benny Chang.
This will be a big play. Big basket. Traveling ang tinawag ni referee Taonan laban kay Benny Chang. Nawala. Namatay.
And now coming in for the first time is Jerry Esplana. Was not only lost his starting position, he has become a second-half player now for Santa Lucia, but he comes on and gives this team a big boost, especially sa scoring and in running the plays. And he works especially well with Boy Cabahog dahil parehas lang outside threat. Redfield being isolated, he is fouled. Actually, hack na ang tawag doon by Noli Locsin.
Pangalawang foul ni Noli Locsin. That is also the 4th team foul ng Gordon's Gin. Isa pa lamang para sa Santa Lucia Realty. At si Kenny Redfield ang pupunta sa free throw line.
Kenny Redfield, sinaguri ang Mr. Triple-Double. Pero alam mo, interesting itong binigay sa ating fact ni Fidel Mangonon from ProStats. The last local player na maka-triple-double ay si Jerry Esplana, and this happened more than 2 years ago when he had 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Oo. Muntik na si Marlo Aquino, of course, dun sa kanilang huling laro. He had 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 shot blocks. As we take a look at Tyron Hopkins, minamasahe yung kanyang hita at binti. Obviously, maybe a sign of cramps there, Butch.
At ipapasok na siya muli. Kung kailangan na siya ng Gordons if they are to make a big dent sa malaking lamang ng Santa Lucia. And JD Gayoso has been filling the role of Vince Season quite well in this game. So far, Gayoso with 8 points.
Ang kanyang average dito sa Commissioners Cup, 7.1. So nalampasan na ni JV Gayoso yung kanyang production. De La Rosa, inikot si Jose Francisco. Tapos!
Well, Francisco's in the ball game for the first time, facing Cabahog. Benny Chang.
Ayan naman si Jun Limpot. Hindi na papabalikin si Jun Limpot unless kailangan dahil namamaga ata yung kanyang kaliwang kamay, no?
Yes. Namamaga ito at dahil ito raw ay nakampas kanina
So,
ng ruler. Sino kaya may dala ng ruler sa loob ng ano? Tandaan mo yan nung
delikado yun.
elementary. Actually, bawal na nga yata ngayon yun.
Samantala may foul. Butch, yan na. Yan ang ating bagong promo. Yung Mazda PBA winning drives. May malaking cash prizes every month. And the Mazda V2500 pickup will be given away on the grand draw. So watch every PBA game. Ispata ng ating Mazda pickup or Mazda power van. Isulat ang iyong entry form found in Mazda print ads and drop them in drop boxes at any FMCC. For more details, just see posters and print ads. And the action continues here. May palpa mula kay Dennis Espino.
Big back part of Marlo Aquino has been absent from the offense of Gordon's Gin for a large part of this game. At ngayon, kakailanganin ni Coach Chot Reyes itong timeout na ito.
Cream for Alaxan. Also for rheumatism and arthritis. Even for toothaches.
Bumabalik na po ang Gordon's Gin. 6 na lamang ang kanilang hinahabol. So far, tonight, si Marlo Aquino's productions have been down, but he makes this 3-point play or completes it. At 5 na lamang ang abante ng Santa Lucia after a big 15-point lead dito sa third quarter.
So big 17-4 run now by Gordon's Gin.
Espino nakawala, nilaglag kay Redfield. Pinay! Huli ka! What a block mula kay Marlo Aquino. Watch it again. Rejected by the skyscraper.
So checking itong run ng Gordon's Gin, it's actually 14-4 yung kanilang pinakawalang bomba. As the lead of that was once as high as 15. Dito sa third quarter ay bumaba sa 5. Redfield medyo alahol yung tira.
Binalipag na lamang. 2 seconds to shoot. Hindi alam ni Dennis Espino.
24.
No basket. Magamat pumasok yung tira. And now the Gordon's Gin team, nagpapakita naman sila ngayon ng kanilang sariling brand ng depensa, Butch.
At si Coach Chot Reyes, panay ang tingin kay Jun Limpot kung pwede nang pumasok.
Nabanggit nga natin, unless necessary po, hindi na papabalikin si Jun Limpot. Pero anong necessary? Well, 5 puntos na lamang kalamangan na yan. Hopkins.
Talagang todo pabalik na itong Gordon's Gin board. Hopkins umaatake.
Yes! Tough shot mula kay Mr. T. At nonetheless, pumasok 20 points in the game para kay Hopkins. 9 in the third. 3 na lamang ang abante ng Santa Lucia.
Santa Lucia must settle down. Pero instead, nagiging medyo individualistic yung kanilang mga kilos.
Espino jump shot. No!
Oh, good effort by Francisco.
Lead pass kay Redfield. That's a good pass. Maganda yung recognition ni Jerry Esplana. And there's a goaltending laban kay Tyrone Hopkins.
Bumalik sa 5 ang abante ng Santa Lucia.
Only 13 points kay Kenny Redfield. Locks in. 4 ang foul ni Redfield. Nakalusot. Gets the basket.
At wala man lang tumulong kay Redfield nung nag-umpisang sumaksak si Locsin on that play. Wala man lang tulong mula sa weak side.
Esplana inatake si Pido Harencio and a surprise move mula kay Jerry Esplana dahil walang kakampi dun sa loob.
Esplana medyo bumabalik na yung kanyang kumpiyansa sa kanyang laro. Less than 3 minutes to go sa third quarter. Harencio!
Triple V number 3 para kay Pido Harencio.
Ugahin mo ang Araneta Coliseum.
And you can feel the big dome rock. Esplana, walang pupuntahan. Francisco, 7 seconds on their shot clock. Malakas ang tira ni Chris Jackson. Napulot ni JB Gayoso.
And a
down by 2.
chance for Gordon para tumabla.
Locsin, nasa gitna. Pumihit, may foul si Chris Jackson.
At magkakaroon ng 2 shots si Nol Locsin.
And what a rally dito, partner, para sa Gordon's Gin. Akala natin kanina matamlay ang kanilang laro. They don't have enough elements here, pero whatever they can pick up, yung mga 3-point shot ni Gayos at ni Harencio, obviously malaking boost yan.
2 things happened here in the third period also para sa Santa Lucia. Kenny Redfield picked up his 4th foul at naging halos inutil sa depensa si Redfield. At si Jun Limpot naman ay kinailangan pumunta sa bench dahil namamaga yung kanyang kaliwang kamay. At kung maaari ay hindi siya pababalikin sa larong ito.
Bagamat nagbubunyi na ba itong mga fans ng Gordon's Gin, maaga pa po ang ating magse-celebrate. 2 minutes and 19 in the third. 1 more quarter to go. Mintis ang second free throw ni Locsin. Locsin had 10 points, 10 rebounds in their first meeting. Kung saan natalo po ang Gordon's, rather ang Santa Lucia. Here's that big Gordon's Gin run. Ito sa huling 4 na minuto. Just a 1-point lead para sa koponan ni Chok Reyes. 3-point shot, maiksi. Jackson with an offensive rebound. Francisco for 3. Yes! Nilinis pa.
At yak na malinis na ngayon ang ring ng Santa Lucia, upping the lead of the Realtors back to 4. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining dito sa third quarter.
Hopkins, inilabas kay Harencio. Mainit ang kamay sa 3. Balik kay Hopkins sa poste. Tatlo-tatlong bumabantay off the glass. Wala.
And Espino trying to take the ball safely, and Redfield.
What a block mula kay Marloquino!
At nailigtas pa ka mo.
Here's Gayoso. Inside pass, Hopkins. No! Rebound! Natapik ni Chris Jackson. Pupunta kay Locsin.
Talagang grabe ang action natin dito kasamang Noli.
Locsin. Naipit. Lumabas. May foul. Nitatawag. Laban kay Francisco.
That block by Aquino is worth another look.
Oh, indeed. Talagang inabangan ni Marloquino. Watch it again. Open court basketball. No way, sabi ni Marloquino. Rejected by the skyscraper.
Actually, ang second part nun ay yung pagligtas ni Pido Harencio ng bola. Tingnan natin kung aabutan natin dito. Andun siya sa frame.
Slightly.
Pero trust as inabot niya yung bola.
Kaya bola ngayon ng Gordon Shin. Tira ng tres. Gayoso malakas. Rebound. At may foul na itatawag laban kay Hopkins over the back foul.
And Jackson doing a good job of protecting yung defensive boards ng Santa Lucia.
Alam mo, Butch, ang nangyayari dito, ang Gordons, they're having good defensive stops but hindi nila napaparlay into points on the other end of the floor.
Well, 4 na lang yung lamang ng Santa Lucia.
Yes.
Kanina, 15. So
15 yan.
they must still be doing enough things right. Kaya lang, parang hindi sila lumampas. That
Okay,
time,
offensive foul.
Plana is close to the offensive foul.
Medyo itong Santa Lucia also, parang shell shock. Nakikita na si Chot Reyes. Look at that. I think that says a lot of things, yung frame na yan. Can't believe it. Ayaw na niyang tingnan eh.
Kung pwede lamang, matapos na itong third quarter nito, parang bangungot para sa Santa Lucia.
15 po ang hinabol ng Gordon's Gin. 4 na lamang ang kalamangan ngayon. 3-point shot na naman si Gayoso. No!
Still enough time, 20 seconds. They have to take the last shot.
Wild and woolly dito po sa Big Dome. But it's been a close one and a good one. Kenny Redfield, tumitingin sa orasan.
Sira kasi yung ring
Kabila.
dito.
3 seconds. Espino. Tumira. Semi-hook. Pinalibag. And that will do it sa ating third quarter. It's been a good one at the Dome. Ang ating pong score after 3 quarters of play. As you take a look at Jun Limpot, he's probably out dito sa ating huling quarter. But big numbers nonetheless for the big deal. 4 pa ang abante ng kanyang koponan. We'll be back para sa huling quarter right after these.
Video Home Appliances.
To have you with us, Philippines. Dolly Yala po kasama si Butch Mayego mula sa Big Dome. At yan po ang ating scoring by quarters. What a big quarter para sa Gordon's Gin. Nakabalik na sila. They're down by just 4 here, Butch.
Oh, for the first time sa larong ito, nanalo ng isang quarter ang Gordons. And tulad nga natin nabanggit, ang mga mahalagang bagay na nangyari din sa third quarter with Redfield picking up his 4th foul at ito si Jun Limpot going to the bench dahil meron siyang iniinda sa kanyang kaliwang kamay.
Ngayon si JV Gayoso bibigyan ng pansamantalang pahinga ni Coach Sonny Jaworski, si Michael Orquillas ang kanyang kalile. Si JV Gayoso magandang ipinakita ng third quarter, a total of 4 points. Or rather 5 points. Mintis ang tira from the outside ni Harencio.
Santa Lucia slowed down the pace of the game and that is why Jerry Esplana is in the game. Pinagpapahinga niya si Jun Reyes. At kanina pa nagigiraan sa low post itong si Harencio at si Esplana.
Oo. Third personal foul ni Harencio. At yan muli ang kamay ni Jun Limpot. Binibigyan na ng ice pack treatment. Siguro hinayang na hinayang itong si Jun Limpot. Sayang, sabi niya, hindi ako makabalik.
Ganda pa naman yung kanya ngayong gabi.
Oo. Super game for the big deal. Esplana from the outside, offline. Hopkins. Siya nagdadala, ang taas ng triple. Nilabas kay Harencio. 3-point shot. Good line. Rebound na pulot ni Hopkins. At may foul. Ay natawag laban kay Chris Jackson.
Tinulak daw palabas itong si Aaron Hopkins.
This is a piece of history. Ito pong dalawang koponan na ito last year played for 3rd place dito sa very same Commissioners Cup. As you take a look at that numbers ng third quarter.
At improved field goal shooting for Gordon's Gin, serving them well.
Harencio, napatid. May foul na tinawag si referee Tangonan. And of course, the braver offense will prevail.
Sabay tinawag.
Ito, panoorin natin ulit. Ayun yung tuhod.
Ayun, sa tuhod nagtama. Kaya nga siya
nag-travel.
madudulas nga si Arencio.
No free throws, however, as Chot Reyes just laughs it off. Arencio, binibigyan ng screen. Uy, talaga nagkikilan yung si Arencio Tisplana. Hopkins, Mintes, Aquino hindi makakuha ng rebound.
Espino does so, however. Espino's had a pretty good night on the boards. He has 11 rebounds so far sa larong ito.
On the other hand, si Marlo Aquino only with 5 rebounds tonight. Red shot, wala.
Mga opensa ni Redfield ay medyo nagbabakasyon sa larong ito. Yung kanyang normally reliable outside shooting hand ay hindi tumatalab.
Yan ang kailangan, di ba? Yan ang pasang yan.
O mga saksak sa loob. And finally, the silence is broken dito sa fourth quarter. Ang first basket na gawa ni Marlo Aquino with almost 2 minutes gone by.
So it's just down to a 2-point lead para sa Santa Lucia Realty.
Santa Lucia looking for some offense. That's why dispatch na si Boy Cabahog sa scorer's table.
Top shot mula kay Francisco. Oh, nakita si Marlo Aquino. Sabi niya, hindi ako titira dito. Hindi mo ako pwedeng biktamin. Siguro, traveling na lang itawag ko sa akin. And now, Francisco will sit down. Babalik si Boy Cabahog, who had the hot hand back in the second quarter.
And hoping ang Santa Lucia na nandun pa rin ang mga bomba ni Boy Cabahog na pwede niyang pakawalan dito sa fourth quarter.
Dalawa na lamang itong abante ng Santa Lucia. Hopkins pinipigilan ni Chris Jackson. Mintis. At ang bola will go Santa Lucia's way. Ang ganda ng depensa ni Chris Jackson, Butch.
Yes, kaya nga siya pinasok dyan.
Iba yung kanyang positioning, eh, no? Lagi niyang inuunahan sa yung tao niya.
Tsaka mahilig mag-weights ito. Kaya yung upper body strength niya pwede niya talagang ipambangga sa mga imports.
Pambato ng Santa Lucia sa depensa. Orquillas, alam niya si Cabahog, mainit ang kamay. 15 points in the game for Boy Cabahog. Napal na naman! Chris Jackson, sablay, rebound, napulot ni Tyrone Hopkins.
Mabilis na kababa ang Santa Lucia sa depensa.
And Hopkins without the benefit of the glass. At naitabla niya ang ating score, 70 all. Ang tagal natin bago tayo nakatabla. Our last deadlock was at 9 all. Pangalawa po lamang nating tablayan dito sa larong ito.
Santa Lucia needs some organization sa kanilang laro, lalo sa kanilang opensa.
8:25 remaining, final quarter. Boy Cabahog, Kenny Redfield, 3 seconds to shoot. Floater of a shot, off the glass, what a shot! Mula kay Kenny Redfield.
Malaki yung binitawan ni Ken Redfield ngayon at naibalik niya ang lamang sa Santa Lucia.
Hopkins, pumihit, andun si Chris Jackson, pero may foul.
At nag-complain ang mga taga Santa Lucia about that foul call.
Chris Jackson, tinawagan ang kanyang third personal foul.
Medyo malinaw naman, tinamaan sa braso. At si Hopkins ay pupunta sa foul line. Mukhang hihingi siya ng
Ba?
no
30
break.
second?
Yes.
This will be a 30-second timeout para sa Gordons yun. I think si Aaron Hopkins medyo nag-illegal na, partner.
At nayanig siya doon sa huling foul na binigay ni Chris Jackson. Still 2-point lead for Santa Lucia with 8:04 to go. Nice natin sana pakinggan yung instructions si Coach Sonny Jaworski.
You're down the head, stand this way. Stand this way, okay? It's a stretch there, okay?
Mukhang namumulikat na naman itong si
Principally, yun ang problema.
Aaron Hopkins.
Double yung tao ni Bido. Pag dumobol yung libre ka, okay? Huwag kang galaw ng galaw, okay? Ha?
Yun naman, advice to a young player na hindi pa gaanong hasa.
Words
sa
of
labanan.
experience,
Oo.
words of wisdom mula kay Sonny Jaworski. And we know, alam niya na ito si Malky Orquillas. May formang Jaworski, mahilig sa tres. Jaworski was perhaps one of the best three-point shooting point guards dito sa PBA in his prime.
So considering ang 3-point shot ay napasok lamang sa PBA 1980 na or 81 ay marami pa sanang puntos si Sonny Jaworski sa kanyang career.
Oh, he led the league's most three-point field goals made in 1980, 81, 84, up to 86. And that's an incredible record para kay Sonny Jaworski.
Oh, hindi natin. Usually, ang binabanggit natin tungkol kay Jaworski, yung kanyang leadership, yung kanyang presence, yung sa depensa. But sometimes people forget he was a great outside shooter.
MVP back in 1980, so
78.
78, rather. And this is one guy na talaga namang nung nauso yung 3-point shot, fashionable para sa kanya.
Oo.
Isa lang po ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty, 72-71, 7:43 remaining. Redfield attacking the defense ni Hopkins. Mukhang naamoy niya na ito si Hopkins, hindi makalundag masyado. So kaagad inatake niya ito si Hopkins.
That's gonna be the second personal foul on Hopkins. So yan ang tinatawag natin mga veteran maneuver.
At itong sigurong isang interesting point dito. Kung ikaw ba si Sonny Butch, huhugutin mo muna si Hopkins just to rest him, or ngayon na naghahabol kayo, kailangan mo rin si Hopkins sa loob.
Interesting proposition, pero kung hindi makakatulong si Hopkins sa loob, lalo na sa depensa, mas maigi sigurong ipahinga na muna.
Kita natin kanina, the mentor and the student. Mintis ang pangalawa ni Kenny Redfield, so the lead is back to 2 points. Just a field goal separating both teams. It's been a good one, mga kaibigan.
Well, si Val David medyo matagal na babad sa bangko dahil maganda ang pinapakita ni Pido Harencio, and under Harencio's direction, nakabalik itong Gordon sa laro.
Yes. Harencio, pumorma ng 3, lumapit. Isinadsad yung katawan, Mintis.
Tamang-tamang kasabay ng 24-second buzzer.
Ito na yung panahon na si Redfield na magdadala ng bola. Wala nang point guard dyan except for Redfield. At alam ni Chot Reyes, this is the time that he's got to work. Kabahog nakalusot sa kanyang bantay. Nilabas kay Dennis Espino. Lumapit. Jump shot. Wala. Rebound ni Locsin.
All red shirts underneath. Hindi man lang nakaporma si Chris Jackson that time. 2-point lead for Santa Lucia with 6:53 to go sa larong ito.
Traveling. Tinawag kay Marlo Aquino. He got the position he wanted, pero nauna yung kanyang galaw bago dun sa dribble. So it will be a turnover laban sa Gordon's Gin. Samantala, Val David checking back in. Pinuntan si Mike Orquillas, Jason Webb, babalik din po sa laro.
Nilabas niya si Chris Jackson. So interesting ngayon, sino ang tatao kay Hopkins? Si Redfield na kaya? Sabagay, 6 minutes and 43 seconds to go na lang ang natitira. So nakasurvive ng mga 14 minutes. Itong si Redfield na 4 ang personal foul.
Yes. Samantala sa galaw na yun, may foul si Noli Locsin. However, nullified ang basket. Walang continuation ay binigay kay Kenny Redfield. And JV Gayosa checking in para kay Pito Harencio.
Both teams with 3 team fouls so far dito sa ating fourth quarter.
Both teams also gearing up for a strong finish. Medyo nag-taper off ang action dito. Dennis Espino, 2 fakes, goes up. Good move, what a move.
And Espino has really raced this game dahil alam niyang si Limpot ay hindi na babalik sa larong ito. So alam niyang siya na ang aasahan sa ilalim ng Santa Lucia, and he's up to the challenge of facing Marlo Aquino in this game.
Second best local scorer para sa Santa Lucia, si Dennis Espino, averaging close to 15 points. Val David, yes! Unang 2 puntos siya ni Val David. And this is the time para kay Flash na ika nga magpakitang gilas dahil kailangan nilang leadership ni Val David dito sa stretch, Butch. He only has 2 points.
That's his first field goal in the game.
Balik sa dalawa ang abante ng Santa Lucia Realty. Dennis Espino, outside shot, malayo yan. Maybe not his range.
Oh, that's
Naku.
Hopkins.
Nabitawan ni Hopkins.
Actually, masama pa rin ang tingin ni Coach Chot Reyes kay Dennis Espino for taking that shot.
Sonny Jaworski egging on his boys from the bench. Tagal-tagal na hindi naglalaro si Coach, no?
Buong
Commissioner's Cup, yes.
Now Redfield knows it's time for him to take over para sa Santa Lucia.
Nagkaroon ng switch si David na kay Dennis Espino, and they forced that pass inside. Narito si Noli Locsin. Naagawan.
Jason Webb and Val David with a foul.
Yun ang mahirap pagka hindi controlled yung play mo. In any other team, as we take a look at this foul by Val David, in any other team, pag nakuha ng malaking mama yung bola, agad dinahanap ang point guard.
That's right. Pero dito, pinipuwersa nila.
Number 1 versus number 1. Yung buong jerseys ni Webb at saka ni David.
Kung yan ang gustong matchup ni Coach ni Jaworski at ni Coach Chot Reyes.
Inside pass, Dennis Espino. Buenas pa siya doon dahil bumalik yung bola sa kanya after a tap.
So, apat na muli pala ang lamang ng Santa Lucia. 5 minutes remaining in this game. Masyadong malayo pa.
Inside pass, Hopkins laban kay De La Rosa. Off the glass, Tyron Hopkins with 25 points.
So, someone who did not score in the first quarter, maganda ang production ni Tyron Hopkins.
25 points, 5 blocks, 5 rebounds, at 2 personal foul. One-on-one move, Espino. Kabila naman, 10 points in the game, 6 in the fourth quarter. At si Dennis Espino nagpapakita naman ngayon.
Oh, pinapakita niya na kaya niyang lusatan si Marlo Aquino. Actually, mas matagal yata naging magka-rebel itong si Espino at si Aquino. Dahil 1 year apart lang silang pumasok sa PBA.
May blocking foul na itatawag laban kay Jason Webb. Ipinapahiwatig ni Dennis Espino dito. Kahit kung wala si Jun Limpot, kaya kong pangunahan, kaya kong buhatin itong aking kupunan. And he has been playing well in the fourth quarter kung saan kailangan na kailangan. Presence ng isang malaking mama. Nearing the 4-minute mark here. 4-point lead, locks in, isang fake, dalawa, umangat, may pektos, wala. At may foul laban kay Romy De La Rosa.
Matras daw siya. Tatawagan siya ng foul.
Ang lima na yan, si De La Rosa, who started out the game para sa Santa Lucia Realty.
Actually, De La Rosa has played a good game. Kaya lang, he has been in foul trouble most of the time. Kaya kinakailangan siya lumabas for long stretches.
The many faces of Chot Reyes, if you can see it and find it. May timeout po tayo. Oh, not
Okay, bang! Ito ka, ha?
4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Lead, 4-point lead. Alam mo, there was a time in this game when I thought that Gordon's was going to take over already.
Ikot ka, 12, ha? Okay? The issue here, you go here to cover for ball, okay? Watch out, pass low, ha? Okay, let's go.
Pero somehow Santa Lucia has held on. Nung dumikip ang nung na-wipe out halos ng Gordon's ang 15-point lead ng Santa Lucia and cut it down to 1 point towards the end of the third period. Kala ko lalampas na sila. But still, up to this point, Santa Lucia leads with 4 minutes to go in the game.
Tandaan natin, wala na po si Jun Limpot out on an injury in this ball game. Mintis ang tira ni Hopkins na sapal ng bahagya ni Redfield. A lot of times sa kanilang shot clock. 13 seconds to be exact. Loxin, may blocking foul laban kay Chris Jackson.
Medyo naupuan ni Loxin itong si Chris Jackson. Jackson is in there clearly for defensive purposes.
Fourth foul ni Chris Jackson at nasa penalty na ang Santa Lucia Realty. Ang Gordon's Gin, one more foul to give. Oh, our import matchup.
Well, Hopkins has outscored Redfield, pero as usual, Redfield nearing double figures the rebounds and assists in this game. Hopkins also an improvement on his numbers. Usually 3 assists per game. Nakakalima na siya ngayon.
Dahan-dahan na nag-gel. Sabi nga natin, they probably play very contrasting styles, but they're nonetheless effective for their teams.
So Gordon says he improved in their free throw shooting in the second half. They were only 1 for 8 in the first half of play. Malaking dahilan din yun kung bakit sila naiwan.
Si Loxin coming out of sick bay. Pero kailangan, call of duty yan. Si Vince Season not playing para sa Gordon's Gin. Terry Saldana not playing. Mackie De Hoya not playing. An underman ditong Gordon's Gin. 2 for 2 si Noli Loxin. Natapyas ang abante ng Santa Lucia sa dalawa. 3:40 remaining dito sa final quarter.
And Chris Jackson is bringing up the ball para sa Santa Lucia.
Good pass. Nahabol ni Marlo Aquino. Si Jason Webb.
Alam ni Jason Webb, lusot na siya, pero andun si Marlo with another great defensive jam.
Panglimang sapal ni Marlo Aquino dito sa laro. Bad pass ni Val David. Nakagawa niya si Dennis Espino. And he gets the leather. The flash. Tayoso for 3. No! Follow up ni Hopkins.
Walang naglagay ng katawan kay Hopkins at tabla tayo ulit at 79. Our third deadlock of the game with 3 minutes to go.
Si Chot Reyes keeps on banging his head. Alam mo, mamaya-maya, masakit na ulo. Kawawa naman si Cherry. Pero ito si Kenny Redfield. Bumaybay ng baseline. Yung pasa niya, masyadong tulis.
Alam mo, akala mo kumukulog at kumikidlat dito sa loob ng Araneta Coliseum. Yung kulog mula sa crowd, yung kidlat, see the flash, syempre. Val David.
Kuwela. 79 all mga kaibigan. 2:43 remaining in the final quarter. Napakalaking comeback ng Gordon Chin. Redfield picks up a foul. Pang-lima na ni Kenny Redfield. At si Hopkins ang papadala sa free throw line. This is a big uprising, Butch, para sa Gordon's Chin. And obviously, yung opensang ipinakita ng Santa Lucia nung first 2 quarters and half of that third, non-existent dito sa fourth.
Oh, napabayaan nila itong Gordons na maka-atake at will sa loob. And Aaron Hopkins to the forefront of that attack.
Big miss para kay Hopkins. Alam mo, Santa Lucia scored only 9 points dito sa fourth quarter with almost 9.5 minutes gone by.
And this is one guy na nagtatawang ba't kanina pa nasa bench pero finally pinasok din si Jun Reyes.
Oo.
Jun Reyes had led this team to the big lead pero somehow he was kept on the bench, and now Gordon just moved ahead for the first time in this game.
Unang lamang ng Gordon's Chin sa 2:39 mark of the final quarter, and the chant of defense continues. Kenny Redfield, kung meron kang gustong pahawakin ng bola at the end game, it's Kenny Redfield. A championship ring sa PBA, goes inside. Hopkins looking for a foul. Gordon's Chin attacking. Hopkins bounce pass, locks it!
Ang ganda ng pasa ni Hopkins.
And the Coliseum is rocking. Gordon's Chin on top by 3. We'll be back.
Winner of international awards for quality.
Malaki po ang nakasalalay sa larong ito. Automatic entry din ng semifinals para sa Gordon's Chin. Solo lead para sa Santa Lucia. Naagawan si Jun Reyes.
Actually, Jun Reyes dribbled off his foot.
As we near the twilight zone, last 2 minutes is brought to you by Hope Luxury Cigarette.
7 on the shot clock para sa Gordons. They're up by 3.
Nasa labas si David.
Alam niya kaya.
2 seconds to shoot. Nagawa naman ni Jun Reyes. Nabawi ni Jun. Nabitawan na naman. This is just a 3-point lead, mga kaibigan. Hold on to your seat. 3-point shot. Kabahog mula. Tapik na balik ni Boy Kabahog. Goes inside. Binigay kay Espino. 1 pick. Goes under. What a move!
At grabe ang ginagawa ni Dennis Espino dito sa fourth quarter. He is keeping Santa Lucia in this game.
12 puntos para kay Dennis Jimenez. 8 sa fourth quarter. And it's a close one. At the dome. Pasa. Naagaw ni Dennis Espino na naman.
And he wisely waits for his teammates.
Dennis Espino nabitawan. Tuloy-tuloy sa basket. Sapal ni Locsin. Jun Reyes. Inikot. De La Rosa. No. And it goes over the top.
With 54.7 seconds to go. What a game.
Huling nagkita itong dalawang koponan, mga kaibigan. It was overtime. Ganyan po kalapit ang pagtatagpo ng dalawang koponan. Jason Webb babalik sa laro. Papalitan si Jun Reyes. 54.7 seconds remaining. Ang Santa Lucia in the penalty. Ang Gordon's Chin, 1 more foul to give.
So Webb is in para medyo mahirapan ng konti magdala ng bola itong si David dahil Jason Webb knows him quite well and applies a lot of pressure.
Huwag niyong gagalawin ang inyong channel. This is going down the wire.
Talagang ayaw tumayo out ng Gordons kahit meron pa silang marami-rami.
David. Yes! Bang, bang, bang. David with a 2-point shot. It's a 3-point lead para sa Gordon's Chin. 39 seconds remaining. We'll be back.
Green Cross Rubbing Alcohol, the official rubbing alcohol of the PBA. Partner natin sa kalusugan.
Hindi ma-inbound ni Boy Kabahog. Ang bola, tumawag siya ng timeout. It will be a 20-second timeout para sa Santa Lucia Realty. Butch, gano'ng kaki? Grabe ang halaga nitong play na mangyayari ngayon para sa Santa Lucia Realty.
Well, dalawang bagay ang kailang kalaban pero pakinggan muna natin kung anong instructions si Coach Chuck Reyes.
Okay, Jerry come through. Okay, Okay? All fake speeds, boy comes around here. Okay? But come around, Jerry. Pag ganun ni boy, umakit lumabas ka rito, ha? And Robbie, bumalik ka rito. We have one last time out. I don't want to call it now. Let's come in, let's go. One goal, hey.
Well, the way Chot Reyes is setting it up, by the way, pinasok si Jerry Esplana for June Reyes. Looks like they're looking for a 3-point shot.
This early, huh?
Yes, with 39.6 seconds to go. Ito yung ating game reset. Santa Lucia, as Chot Reyes mentioned, is down to their last timeout.
Marami pa si Sonny Jaworski. 34 seconds. Shot yung ating game clock po. Nasa yung television screens. Redfield for 3. Offline. Way offline.
And that was a bad shot taken by Redfield. I mean, maaga pa.
Although may oras pa to, Butch, dahil babalik pa ang bola for sure sa Santa Lucia Realty.
They will have to play defense now. A lot of defense. Ito yung out pattern na ating tinatawag sa football.
Oo.
Yung just send everybody down.
At tumawag ng timeout si Val David. This will be a full timeout for Gordon's Gin. Ito po ang sitwasyon dito sa Big Dome. A 3-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin with 26 seconds remaining. Nasa penalty ang Santa Lucia. Ang Gordon's Gin, 2 more fouls to give here.
And one thing important is that the shot clock of Gordon's is down to 19. So may 7-second differential.
Yes.
Oh, dangerous pass, but David was there.
Narito si Val David. Final ni Jason Webb. Now that's an interesting move, Butch.
Hindi naman kailangan sila mag-give up ng foul and send David to the line because there was a differential between the game clock and the shot clock.
Oh.
Now, this could become a 2-possession game dahil si Val David is a pretty good free throw shooter.
Si Val David ang nasa free throw line. Kumana ng 4 na puntos dito sa fourth quarter. All his points, actually.
He was well rested dahil si Pido Herencio was orchestrating their attack, but David missing the first. So bukas pa rin ang pinto ng bahagya para sa Santa Lucia. But if David misses this, they still have to get the rebound and they have 1 timeout remaining.
Val David is a 79% free throw shooter.
And he makes the second.
4-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Yan po ang nalalabing oras sa ating game clock. Jason Webb pushing it up.
Santa Lucia has to score quickly. It doesn't matter kung 2 or 3. They just have to score quickly.
Boy Cabao for 3. Yes!
13 seconds to go.
May laban pa to.
Now they can foul.
Pumapalag pa po ang Santa Lucia Realty. They're down by just 1 at may foul ay binigay again against Val David. Siya ang masusubukan muli sa free throw line. Jason Webb will pick up his 3rd personal foul. Ang isa namang nakakatuwang or interesting na hindi nangyari doon sa kabilang dako, hindi nag-foul ang Gordon's Gin doon sa 3-point shot ni Boy Cabahog.
Well,
I mean, prior to that shot.
Oh, kailangan pumaw sila bago mag-release si Boy Cabahog. Because Cabahog is one of the better players
Pinabayaan nila.
to shoot a 3-pointer and get fouled in the process.
Sinigurado.
Francisco is in for Webb, so they're thinking of 3. Chot Reyes has given the signal to call for a timeout if they get the ball. Of course, part 2 of that instruction is that kapag nag-meet si David and they don't get it, they must foul.
Oo. Rookie year ni Val David, almost 74% from the line. Pasok pa pareho. And it's a 3-point lead. Huling hinga po ng Santa Lucia Realty. Mga kaibigan, and it's come down to the wire. 3-point lead para sa Gordon's Gin. Yan ang ating game reset. Only that much time remaining. Actually, this is 1 second ikang longer. It's only 12.3 ang official clock. Yan ang ating numero sa 3-point shooting. But it's come down to 1 last shot para sa Santa Lucia to extend this game into overtime.
Which I don't agree with. They have 5 3-point shooters on the floor, but they have enough time to go for a quick 2 and then foul. It's probably premature, but now they have no choice. Good decision by Tyrone Hopkins to foul. That's only their 15th foul.
So the next foul, pupunta sa linya ang Santa Lucia Realty.
Now with 9.5 seconds to go, wala nang choice in Santa Lucia. They have to go for a 3-point shot. Interesting ang strategy, probably to foul.
Oo. Ang play dito, Butch ni Chot Reyes na diniagram. They will post up. Spot up rather para sa mga bataan niya. Kenny Redfield, siya may tangan ng bola. Laban kay Tyrone Hopkins. Pinilit ang 3. Maiksing. And that will probably do it for this game. Hindi yun ang play na dinisenyo ni Coach Reyes.
Well, there was a time when Redfield would make all those shots.
At yan ay tatakbo ni Val David. Ang Gordons Gin, mga kaibigan, escaping with another victory laban sa Santa Lucia. And it was a close one. 3-point victory para kay Sunny Jaworski. 87-84. Sunny Jaworski continues to weave his magic para sa Gordons Gin. They're now automatically and they're safely in the semifinals. At ngayon, ang ating VAT 69 player of the game will be introduced in just a short while. It was a big game para sa Gordons Gin, Butch.
At ang ating kasama ay si Tyrone Hopkins with Anthony Suntay.
Okay, I'm here with the VAT 69 player of the game, Tyrone Hopkins. Tyrone, you didn't get off to a very good start. First quarter, you weren't able to really score, but you pulled it off.
Yeah, we just, the team had stepped it up because, I wasn't feeling it early on, and I just tried to get in the game some kind of way. At least I tried to get in defensively. We played hard. We played ourselves back in this game, and we just want to get in the semifinals so bad now.
Very big game, very big win for you guys?
Yeah, this was a big game for us. This puts us in the semifinal officially, we think, and we just felt like if we could beat Santa Lucia, that we can beat anybody, because we had a tough time with them the first time, but we came out on top. But we know every time we face these guys, it's going to be a tough task,
Okay, good job, Tyrone. Here you go. VAT 69 player of the game. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this, so don't go away.
Alright, ang ating pong Hardy Flex Building Boards, king of the boards, walang iba kundi si Mr. T din, si Tyrone Hopkins, 11 rebounds ngayong araw na to. Talaga namang kumayod ng gustong-gusto si Mr. T ngayong araw.
Medyo napahiya siya ng first quarter dahil hindi siya nakascore. Bumawi siya sa last 3 quarters at eventually he led his team to the victory.
Patapos na po ang ating Commissioners Cup Elimination Round. Sa linggo, tuloy-tuloy ang ating aksyon. And our schedule for Sunday, sa Cuneta Astrodome, Santa Lucia, laban sa Alaska. Ang ating opening game. Ang ating main game, Formula Shell, laban sa Mobilan. Tatrabaho ko na naman, partner.
Paminsan-minsan, kailangan naman kumayo din tayo.
Well, mga kaibigan, sa ngalan po ng aming Director si Abet Ramos, sa ngalan po ng entire Vintage Crew, salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay. Sa ngalan po ng aking partner, Butch Maniego. Ako po si Noli Yala. Nagpapaalam, enjoy your weekend. So long, everyone.